Hello, I'm Lucy from Mrs H's Favourite Things. I guess I'm also known as Mrs H. And I've been tagged in the Would You Rather meme by Katie, who blogs at Life on Vista Street. The meme was originally set up by Abby over at You Baby Me Mummy. And basically it's a list of questions that I have to answer that all have the prefix would you rather on them. So I'm just going to go straight in and start answering the questions. I've got them written down over here, so if I glance down, that's why. So first of all, the first question is, would you rather live in a society with justice but no liberty, or liberty but no justice? I've actually been rather tragically thinking about this one for days, if not weeks. Spoke to my husband about it. It's been really bugging me, this question. Neither option is particularly pleasant at all. Living in a society with liberty but no justice, which is my gut feeling, is going to be quite, there's going to be anarchy basically, because there's no justice, so there's nothing controlling people from doing what the hell they want. But living in a society with justice but no liberty, well, it's not going to be a pleasant society. It's going to be pretty tyrannical. I can't imagine the justice is going to be fair in any way whatsoever. It's not going to be fair. It's going to be dished out willy-nilly, and the penalties will be death and torture and lashings, I imagine. Kind of get the image of Hunger Games flashing in my mind, and other such films stroke novels. So my gut reaction is still living in a society with liberty but no justice. I'm not happy with that answer, but there we go. I have no choice. Next question, which is much easier, thankfully. Would you rather be a kid again for the day or be the opposite sex for the day? Well, I like being a woman. I'm quite happy being a woman. I'm proud to be a woman. No desire to be a man whatsoever. So definitely be a kid again for the day. As long as I didn't have to do games lessons. If I had to do games lessons, I would be deeply unhappy. Would you rather no internet for the day or no mobile for the day? I think I'm going to say no internet for the day, because I'm kind of, my husband, Mr. H, would say that my mobile phone is surgically attached to my hand, and that he just sort of sees this all the time. So I love my mobile. I text my friends, I call my friends, I have all my contacts on it, I have calendar dates on it, notes on it. Yeah, so I would much rather no internet for the day, strangely enough. Would you rather no one turn up to your wedding or no one turn up to your funeral? Both are pretty darn tragic. I think I would shed a tear at both, but obviously with my funeral I would be dead, so although it would be really sad for other people, possibly not seeing anyone there, I wouldn't care. So there we go. Would you rather go back in time or go to the future? I think I'd rather go back in time. I did a classical civilization degree at university, and I'm quite fascinated by sort of ancient Greece, ancient Rome, again, rather tragically. So I'd be really, really interested to go back then and wear a toga. Would you rather fly or read minds? Well, I have seen enough episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and things like that to know that reading minds is never good. You always tend to find out things you don't want to, or you can't shut it off, it's getting all loud in there. And I suffer from headaches anyway, so that would be a real headache. So yeah, I'd prefer to fly. Please, that would be nice. No airport security, putting all your makeup in a plastic bag. I could just fly. Would you rather true love or £10 million? Well, I asked Mr H this morning and he said £10 million, which I was rather upset about because I would say true love, so we're obviously not compatible. Yeah, true love, definitely. Would you rather surfing the ocean or surfing the net? Well, I love the ocean, I really do, but I'm a bit of a klutz, so I don't see me surfing the ocean anytime soon. So surfing the net's much safer. I can do it from my sofa with a cup of tea. Would you rather be famous or rich? Again, I asked Mr H this and he said rich, and I'm going to go for famous. I'd much rather be famous, although he thinks I crumble under the pressure, which is probably right, but I'd quite like to be famous for something worthy, something noble, like a Nobel Prize winner, or I don't know, I found a cure for cancer or something like that, rather than, you know, I went on Big Brother. Would you rather time or money? Time. Never enough time. I could quite happily stay awake. Well, I love my sleep. I need my sleep. But if I could stay awake all night, that would be awesome. And I'd get loads of stuff done. And also watch lots of episodes of Once Upon a Time on Netflix. So that would be great. Would you rather win the lottery or live twice as long? Well, I've never entered the lottery, so I'm not likely to win the lottery. So I'd much rather live twice as long. As long as everyone else does, it would be quite lonely otherwise. Would you rather be smart or be hot? I resent the implication that I'm neither. But modesty aside, I would much rather be smart. I think being hot can get you only so far in life, such as being served at bars, etc. But being smart opens a lot of doors in life, and I think garners you quite a lot of respect. So being smart would be good. Would you much rather be half your height or double your weight? If I was double my weight, I wouldn't fit through doors. So being half my height, that would make like toddler proofing the new house we're about to move into so much easier, because obviously I would be at little Miss H's height. So yeah, be half my height. Would you rather have a piercing or a tattoo? Well, I don't have my ears pierced. I have never had my ears pierced. By the time I got my mum to agree on an age where I could have my ears pierced, I couldn't care less anymore, so I'd much rather a tattoo. I won't tell you where I would have it or what I would have, but yeah, a tattoo would be nice. Would you rather rewind your life or pause it? This is quite tricky. Part of my life has been quite sucky, but I've had some really good bits too. So it really depends on when I get to rewind it too. If I could like rewind my wedding day or honeymoon or times I've been away with Mr H on holiday, that would be really cool. Like going out with Mr H, our dates and places we've been to, that would be good. Time with little Miss H when she's like not crying. Nice days out, that would be nice to rewind. But not the sucky times. Would you rather always know when someone is lying or always get away with lying? I think I'd like to always know when someone is lying to me. I think that would be quite nice as well for a future career option as a private detective, because I would always know when someone was lying and not telling the truth, and so I'd always catch my man. Would you rather always be underdressed or overdressed? Overdressed. Love. Naturally, I'm a girl who feels happier in a dress or a skirt and heels and makeup. But as a stay-at-home mum, my kind of default uniform is jeans and a top. So naturally, I prefer to be overdressed. Would you rather that mermaids were real or unicorns? Unicorns, they're so fluffy. And mermaids, they're a bit scary, to you know, a bit siren-esque, luring men to their deaths. No. Unicorns. Would you rather be homeless or be in prison? I don't actually think there's anything, I can't really think of many things worse than being homeless, you know. No roof over your head, not knowing where your next meal is coming from, people looking down their noses at you, and at least if I was in prison, I wouldn't have my liberty, but I would have a roof over my head and I would get 3 square meals a day. I would know that I could sleep in a bed at night, and hopefully it wouldn't be for long, whereas if I was homeless I would have no idea how long that would last, and normally it doesn't end well. It's like a slippery slope. So I would rather be in prison. And then lastly, would I rather have a carrot for a nose or mini Babybels for eyes? I think a carrot for a nose. Then I would look a bit like Olaf from Frozen, and little Miss H would love me and would giggle at me all the time. Which might be a bit off-putting, but there we go. So there you go, that's my first vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too painful. And I hope you go and visit my blog, Mrs H's Favourite Things. See you there. Bye.